Everyone, starting with the name of Allah, Bismillah. My name is Sai Sharif, and the topic of our presentation is the soil compacting equipment. And my group members are Nurul Hadi. Unfortunately, his condition is not well, so he is absent. Mohammad Imran and Mohammad Umar Ayaz. There are a lot of compacting soil compacting equipments, but here we will discuss few of them. In fact, we will discuss 5 of them. So before going into the detail of these equipments, we will have a short brief on the compaction. What is compaction? Why it is necessary? So you can see definition of compaction is like this: that the densification of a soil is a mechanical means. You can see the rollers working on the ground, so it is a mechanical way to compact the soil. Now, what is densification of soils? As we know that soil 3 phase. It have air, it have water molecules, and it have solid particles. So in between voids there are air also. So when we apply the energy, the air expel out. So the particle close together and the compact, and the soil becomes densified. And why we do compaction? It is the most important question. Because to decrease the amount of undesirable settlements of structure and increase the slope stability of embankment. For example, we are constructing a house or any project, so if we don't perform the compaction, it will go, maybe it's partial settlement, maybe full settlement, but the settlement affect the project. So that's why we perform the compaction. So with this much of knowledge, this next slide, so we have some picture. We have some picture here showing the compaction of soil. You see on the both picture, one is you are saying that non-compacting and compacted labels with it. You see the voids after compressing, we have no voids. So this is like a densification of soil. This figure showing the compaction of phenomena. So with this much of knowledge, now we can move towards our presentation topic. So let's please. Compaction equipments. Number one, we have the smooth wheel rollers. As the name implies, it has smooth wheels, both on the front and both on the back. It may be the 2 wheel, one on the front drum on the front and one on the back side, and maybe 3, one on the front and 2 on the back connected with the axles. So these where these smooth wheels are used only for the gravel, sand and blast and surface dressing. We smoothen the surface with the help of this and compact with since it has heavy load. So because of its load, the soil got compacted. And where it is not effective, in the soft turf. You can say smooth soil, loose soil, soft type soil. So it will get embedded in that, and we can't use it as an embankment. So as well, because it is in the slope directions, we can't compact with that. Please next slide. As I have said, it is a 2 type. One is tandem, which is 2 wheel roller, and you can say here is the one wheel from the front and one is the rear side, and this is 3 wheel roller, 1 on the front and 2 on the back. You can see here clearly. So this is some short video clip I have taken from the YouTube. This is you can see running very slowly on the ground, and this is compacting the soil. You can see, and I have checked that its speed will depend upon the type of the soil and the compaction. It is normally about 3 km per hour to 6 km per hour, and it takes about 7 or 8 passes to compact say 20 cm layer of soil. So this is the video you can see moving very slowly. And this clip is, I think, from the YouTube channel. So you can stop it. So this was all from my side. I have done with my part. Now I would like to invite Mr. Mohammad Imran to proceed further presentation. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me. So without wasting our time, so I will start presentation. And number 2 is pneumatic or rubber tire roller. This rubber tire roller is a type of roller that is made of heavily loaded wagon with many rows of 4 to 6 closely spaced tires. It provides uniform pressure throughout the width with an 80% coverage area. The tire's pressure is approximately 7 kg per centimeter cube. The total weight of the roller can rise from 11 tons to 25 tons or more by thrusting with stick actions or other ways. What are other ways? Other ways are that we can pour sand or water in the drum and can increase the weight of the rubber type rollers. In this way, compaction is good. Please next. This is the picture of pneumatic or rubber type rollers. Here you can see that there are 5 rubber type rollers, and here are 4. So these can be 3, 4, 5 and 6. So please next. Number 3 is sheep foot roller. Sheep foot roller, otherwise known as pad foot or tapping roller, are rollers with many rectangular shaped legs or feet. They are great for compacting soil and soil. Here actually there is a missing word, dense soils. Here should be a dense soil. And silty clay in road construction work. And why we can use it for silty and dense soil? Because when we use for loose soil, so for loose soil, instead of compacting, tilling can occur. And tilling, what is meant by tilling? Breaking and breaking of soil is called tilling. So we did not need this. Actually, we need compaction. That's why we use on silty and dense soils. In sheep foot roller, compaction is by static weight and kneading of the respective layers. This makes stamping roller better suited for clay size. The area of linkage are feet may vary from 30 to 80 centimeters square. Its coverage area is about 8 to 12%. It is mainly utilized for the compaction of cohesive soil, heavy clay and silty clay soils, as I have told you earlier. So that was all from my side. Now I will invite. Yes, here are pictures for compacting rollers. So sheep foot rollers, you can see these are the rectangular. These can be rectangular as well as square. Please next. This is a video that how it works. You can see here. And another thing I would like to say that for using this type of ruler, the thickness of there must be about 50 millimeter, because about height of these rectangular and square shapes are about 45 to 50 millimeter. That's why minimum thickness of there should be 50 millimeter. So that was all from my side. Now I will invite Mr. Umar for proceeding further. Please, Mr. Umar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mitra. These were the types they discussed earlier. That was about the heavy machinery that we use for the large scales. And now these two types we use them in the smaller areas where we cannot bring these machinery. So these are vibrating drum and smooth wheel roller. This type of roller is fitted one or two smooth surface steel drums measuring 0.9 to 1.5 meter in diameter and 1.2 to 1.8 meter in width. The drums vibrate by the rotation of an eccentric shape inside. They are commonly used for compacting granular-based courses and sometimes for asphalt, and are useful for compacting to greater depth. They have higher outputs and improve performance compared to other rollers, but also generally come to a higher cost. Yes, they have a higher output because there is more accuracy at compacting the ground because the area is low, small. Next. Handheld vibratory plates rammers. A rammer, also termed as hammer, is a hand tool made for compressing or compacting soil. Rammers are usually composed of two parts, a handle and a head. The head of rammer should be heavy enough to compress the soil under its weight. However, it should be light enough so that the workers can lift it comfortably if it is not powered by a machine. Cast iron is usually used to make head. Head have usually smooth surfaces. Different material like wood and steel can be used to make Vibratory rammer is a lightweight and portable compaction machine that uses the phenomena of vibration to compact the soil. Vibratory rammers compact the soil mechanically using high impact force. The ideal soil for vibrating rammer must contain around 13% of moisture. These soils need a certain amount of water content to hold the soil particles together in a firm manner. It is used for various soil types but are ideal for cohesive soils. Here we have the handheld vibratory rammer. We can see here this the head and the handle and next handheld vibratory plates. Compactor is mainly used for compaction of different types of soils for small and restricted areas where it is not possible or economical to use large compaction equipment that were discussed in the earlier types. Compaction with the help of vibrations and impact is most effective when the soil is in non-cohesive nature. It is used for compaction of coarse soils with 4 to 8% fines. The size of the plate may vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. Here we have the handheld vibratory plate. Can you see? Thank you. If you have any question, you can ask.